You always got to wipe your seat off before you sit down so you don't get a wet butt. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, we're pumping out 3 videos a week right now, and would really appreciate you guys to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Today we're talking about August. I cannot believe it's August already. This year is just flying by, and you know, it's the dog days of summer. So this is it can be a tough time of year to fish depending on where you're at in the country. It can be some of the best fishing up north, New York, Wisconsin, Michigan, that neck of the woods. But as you get further south, it can be a really tough time of year. So we're gonna do things a little bit different this month. I wanna give you one bait to go out and try the month of August, give you a couple different ways to fish it. And I really think this one bait will help you out in the month of August. So if you guys are ready, let's jump in and talk about this. Okay, like I said, the month of August can be really tricky. It's getting hot, if it's not hot already. It's the dog days of summer. All the bass are definitely done spawning across the entire country, and they're getting out deeper. If you're up north, you know, they're maybe just starting to slide out a little bit deeper, getting on some deeper grass lines, brush piles, rock piles, that kind of stuff. And for me, you know, I like picking up one bait that does multiple things, and it's just gonna be a jig. So this is actually the new jig that I designed with Epic Baits. So it's a tungsten head. It's got a little flat spot there to help it skip and help it stand up. But this one I got rigged up right here is a heavy one. So this is a 5/8 ounce. It's a pretty big, heavy jig, but it's still a fairly small profile as far as the actual skirt and hook on there. Now we'll get into trailers in a minute, and you can really change the size or the bulk of their bait. But for me, I really like a jig in the month of August. You can, like I said, you can flip these deeper grass lines, you can flip docks, you can flip brush piles, or not necessarily flip brush piles, but fish brush piles, you know, if you're in the southern part of the country. And for some reason, as that summer goes on and it gets later in the year, they really love a big profile jig, kind of snapping, whether it be on a ledge, you know, brush pile, something like that. You can really snap this bait and cause some reaction strikes. How is the sun out and it's gonna start raining on us? This is summer weather for you right here. Anyway, I just like to take a jig. I throw it on big, heavy line. So I got it on 20-pound Seaguar Tatsu fluorocarbon, a 7/6 heavy rod, a fast gear ratio reel, 8.1 to 1 or faster. And really this is all about cover and water. So this is a pretty fast moving technique, I guess. I'm fishing this bait very fast. I'm not letting it sit still. I'm not dragging it real slow. If I'm flipping this deep grass, I'm flipping it out there, letting it sink real fast to the bottom, hop it a few times and reel in and do it again. This is, you know, looking for a reaction strike as this bait really falls fast down to them, and you hop it a few times in front of their face and you move on to the next one. And, you know, generally you're gonna make a lot of flips, but you're gonna get a lot of bites when you find them. And then once you kind of find them, get a few bites in an area, you can kind of slow down and fish a little more methodical. But I really like covering water with this. So, like I said, as far as trailers, this right here is the Yamamoto Flapping Hog, and this really bulks up the profile. So you can see this makes it a nice big long profile jig. It's a big meal for those fish, and it really helps it fall a little bit faster than a kind of a flapping style trailer because there's no resistance. You know, this kind of swims with the jig. So this kind of just falls straight down and gets down there quick, and a nice big bulky trailer for it. But if I wasn't gonna use this, if I was looking for more of a, you know, this trailer is a little bit bulky for me for skipping. You know, I don't really like skipping with him just because there's a lot of plastic back there that can catch the water and not allow him to skip. So for me, I like going with more of this style trailer. You know, this is just a menace grub right here, cut him down a little bit, and it totally changes the profile. You can see I would cut his head off about right there and thread him up on that jig, and it's gonna be a much smaller profile, shorten things up, make it more compact to kind of skip under docks or under bushes, whatever it may be. And that right there is my one jig tip for the month of August, is just kind of adjust your trailer based on what you're fishing. If you're wanting a little more smaller profile, go with a smaller trailer. If you want a big, hefty profile, if you're flipping deep grass, I always like going with the bigger profile. It just seems to target those bigger fish. I'm going with the flapping hog right there. But man, this is something that, I mean, you could really use this all year long, but I find myself using this in the month of August a lot. Because like I said, generally speaking, we're up north, we're fishing up north and doing things up north. Fishing the deep grass lines, great fishing up north. But that's it right there. We got some rain coming in, so we're gonna cut this video short, but I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Make sure you leave those likes and comments down below. And yeah, we gotta go before we get wet. We'll see you guys next time.